Hi there. Today I'd like to share with you some ideas on claiming your personal power and how your personal power is related to the principle of agency. Agency essentially is the ability for us to choose to act according to our own desires. So it's the principle of action upon the things that we believe to be true and the ability to do that of our own accord. And in many cases we might not think very much about our agency and our decision making, but it is very, very closely tied to your feelings of self-worth, confidence, and personal power. It's also tied into control. So if you think of someone who is, or you know someone who is manipulative, those people are generally trying to exercise control over a situation by making other people do the things that they want them to do. So they exercise the control by taking away the agency of others. People who are very fearful also tend to do the same thing. Out of their fear, they try to control their environment and their situations. But the way that they do that is, again, by trying to take away agency from other people. So every time you make a decision for yourself, regardless of the complexity of that decision, you are exercising your agency. And the more you make your own decisions in low level, low involvement type of situations, the stronger your ability becomes, and then you become more confident about making decisions for yourself as the situations become a little more complicated. And that increases your sense of confidence, being capable, and your ability to act according to your own will and your own desires. Every time you allow someone else to make a decision for you, you essentially give away your personal power. This is most obvious in more extreme circumstances. If you think of someone who's in an abusive or a controlling type of relationship, and one person tells the other person how they're going to spend their money or how they're going to spend their time, they're completely taking away that person's ability to choose. They're taking away their agency. They're claiming all of the power and the control in that relationship. So the other individual, in allowing someone else to decide for them how they're going to live their life, they are giving up their personal power. As a consequence of doing that, those individuals start to feel sad, depressed, unhappy, and you slowly start to lose the ability to make decisions for yourself and lose the will to do so. So if you want to have more confidence, more self-assuredness, more security, and more of your personal power, it is critical that you make your decisions for yourself as much as you are capable of doing. This doesn't mean that you don't ask others for help, but it means that you are the one who makes the decisions instead of allowing someone else to do it for you when you're capable of doing so for yourself. The other important piece of this is to make sure that you are not taking away the agency or the personal power of others, and that you help them develop the skill of decision making and claiming their own power as they're learning to do so or as they're struggling with a situation. If someone says to you, well, what do you think I should do? They essentially are giving away their power because they want you to decide for them. So your agency and your personal power are very closely linked, and it all goes into your self-confidence and your ability to feel capable to do things in your own life. So I would challenge you to take a look at your relationships and your environment and figure out how much of your days are you making decisions for yourself and are you exercising your agency, and how much are you allowing other people to exercise their own agency or to help them in developing that skill so they can claim their own power. Another way that we give up our power related to our agency is when we say yes to something when we really want to say no. So anytime we act or make a decision that is not in accordance with our true belief system for ourselves, then we are also giving away our power. So it's important to know what you believe, how you feel about yourself, about who you are, and about what you want in life, so that you can make decisions by having some sort of guidepost that you can follow when you're faced with the decision. If you have an inherently high sense of self-worth, you will make different decisions than someone who has a low sense of self-worth. And it's a self-fulfilling cycle, right? What we have, we tend to become more of or attract more of in our lives unless we make some sort of change. So if you want more personal power and you want more self-worth, set aside time to figure out who you are and what you're capable of, and then start making decisions that support those belief systems for yourself. So make your decisions for yourself. Use the gift of agency that you have been given to claim your personal power and to help others do the same. I hope this has been helpful for you, and have a fantastic day.